Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I am Penge, and welcome to Townscaper, which is a very lovely little town builder, island builder game, but it's not really a game, because there's no end goals, there's no set objective, except for the ones that you set yourself. It's just a calm, relaxing experience about building an island. You place building blocks in a variety of different colours, and the game creates this wonderfully pretty little town for you, full of little sort of incidental details. It's really, really pretty. It's all very laid back and calm, and I think what with everything going on in the world right now, a little bit of relaxing and laid back and calm is probably a very good thing. It's on Steam right now, and of course, if you're interested, there is a link to the Steam store page in the video description below, so you can go and wishlist it and have a little look and all that kind of stuff. But here we go. So this is what the game looks like. This is kind of, the default island that you get given. We are going to start afresh. So let's go to here, go to new. So there we go, Townscaper, and here we go. So a nice blank canvas for us to play with. There is a little kind of grid thing, which is how this is how all the bits connect and stuff like that. This is how all the different sort of bits all link together. But we'll turn that off. So let's just pick a colour. Let's pick a lovely kind of Geek Cupboard corporate blue, and then we can just click that down, and a little kind of bit of island appears, and it's wonderful. And then you can click next to it, and another bit appears, and bits of sort of building material splosh into the sea, and it's got a little sort of archway, and then you can build a bit here, and then we could build a bit there, and then we could build a bit here, and we've got ourselves a little kind of sort of a cross thing there. And then if you want to, how about then, we've still got the Geek Cupboard blue. If we click in the middle, a little house appears. And there's some Wellington boots outside the front door of the house, and it's got windows and a chimney and all that kind of stuff. It's very, very lovely. Look at that. A little sort of blue house has appeared. But then you might want to say, do you know what though? Hang on. Let's give them a neighbour, shall we? So let's build onto there, and then we'll just build themselves a little neighbour over there. And they've got a greenhouse. They've got a little greenhouse there. And then they've got, that's a slightly curious place for a post box, but they've got a post box over there, ladders leading up to their door. And it's changed this. So there's now a little sort of set of steps going down here to a tiny beach area. And then you can just build, outwards, you can build upwards. It's just really lovely. And then, you can get sort of, lots of different sort of buildings connecting up. So how about, we'll get ourselves maybe some orange, because why the heck not? And we'll try and build there. And we'll build here and here and here. So we'll kind of build out this way a bit. And we'll move the camera that way. And we'll create ourselves a little area over there. Let's sort of do this, shall we? Oh, a star-shaped bit. That's exciting. There we go. So we've got this little sort of pretty courtyard bit over here. And then we'll just go, okay, let's have a bit there. Oh, look, there's a little sort of set of binocular type things. And a shrub type thing has appeared. A little sort of potted plant has appeared. Oh, it's really, really pretty. And then let's change this around a bit. Because, this is, again, we've got two little houses. Oh, there's birds. Birds have appeared on the roof. So let's make this a bit taller. So there we go. We can make this into a gigantic kind of spire, sort of lighthouse type thing. And there we go. Look, I do like the fact the little building blocks appear and they kind of drop off into the sea. It's very, very nice. That's a nice touch. So we've got one of those. So we've got like a nice sort of spire type thingamajig. But maybe we should then let's go to yellow, which again, Geek Cupboard kind of corporate, very nice. Let's have a little bit coming out of here. And then let's have another kind of tower thing going up here. So we'll build that one up as well, like that. So it's not quite as big. It's a bit taller, but in terms of footprint, it's not quite as big. But then what we can do is we can try and connect them up. So if we sort of move up a little bit, we can say, okay, we'll have a yellow bit there and a kind of, a set of supporting stilts pop out. And then if we go back to the orange, we could connect that up. Say, oh, not quite got that right. Hang on. And there we go. And then it connects up over there. So the tall yellow bit is connected to the orange bit there. That's just very nice. I like that. I think that looks very, very good. Let's have a little play down here as well then, sure. So let's move over here. So we've got our sort of tower bit over there. Got a little sort of tower area. Let's make more of a place over here, shall we? So we'll try and move the camera over this way. So we're going to need some more sort of ground. It doesn't really make any difference what colour you pick to make the sort of the floor area. So let's just pick a big area over here. We'll just set a big area to be, oh, hello. There we go. Hang on, move the camera back. Just to be, nice sort of flooring where we can build things. We'll fill that bit in as well. And we'll go across here. It creates little shapes in the sort of tiles on the floor as well. That's very nice. And then we'll have maybe a bit sort of coming up here to a sort of, maybe, like that. I quite like that. So So it looks a little bit different. It's kind of curving round. So let's bring the camera back down this way. And then over here, let's build ourselves a series of, I don't know, purple. Let's have purple, sort of a big long purple building going along there. Oh, and that's really nice. Again, we've got little sort of plants appearing and all that kind of stuff. A post box. And then when you actually connect it up, that's now got a kind of roof terrace now. I don't know how you get up there, but it's got a little sort of roof terrace area, which is lovely. Oh, hang on. Did we just obliterate? There was a park bench type thing. Oh, there's a little chair. Little chair has appeared. So, yeah, we can bring this down here and then, people could, where are people going to arrive at this place? How do they get in? If there was a boat, how are they going to actually get here? We need a little sort of jetty type thing. How are we going to get that in? How can we do that? Hang on. If we build another house, what if we build ourselves a house there? There we go, look. So people can now arrive just here and they can come up here and they can have a little look around and they can go and look at the big tall buildings, or they can go over here and have a look at the lovely purple building over here, which is very, very nice. It just looks, I just like the sort of, the nice sort of free form way that it works and the very pretty way that it works. I just love all the little incidental details it just drops in. And those birds there, if we decided that we want to make this building a bit bigger, let's say we want to drop that colour on the top. If we click that, if we zoom out a little bit, do that, the birds will just sort of flutter off. They flutter off and go and, I don't know if they land somewhere else. Nope, they just fly away. They just fly to pastures new. So there we go. So we'll add a little bit onto there. That's got a little sort of diamond-shaped window up there. How about we have that to make that a bit of a point? And then can we connect up, if we do that across there on top of the purple building, can we, oh look, there's bunting. Oh, I love a bit of bunting. There's some little sort of bunting appeared. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I'm very happy. Right, that's it. The game of the year, bunting. Bunting comes for free. Okay, right, well, that's very lovely as well. Can we connect up those bits? Yeah, I think we can. There we go, look, so now we've got a lovely little sort of bit there. However, I'm not really a fan of a great big metal supporting leg in the middle of here. So let's see if we can just get that out of the way by just building that up like that. Just bringing up the purple bit like that. Oh, it's had a terrible effect. The bunting's gone. Bring back my bunting game. Where's my bunting gone? Hang on, can we get more bunting in if we do this? Can we connect, hello, can we connect up that bit with that bit? I think we should be able to connect it there. Oh no, where's the bunting? The bunting has indeed gone. It's a sad day. It's a sad day for bunting lovers everywhere. Okay, but again, still got a little sort of raised bit up there now, which looks very, very good. How about, let's come over this way. I don't want to fiddle with this bit too much, actually, because I kind of feel like that's how people get on. And there are no people. There's no people. In my head, I'm just creating a story that this is where people would arrive and, take a trip to this lovely little island. Let's spin that round. Maybe we'll branch this bit out over here. So let's get some sort of, get some more floor going on. Get some more floor happening over here. I still wouldn't mind getting some more bunting. I want streets of bunting. How do we get streets of bunting? I'd really quite like that. So let's see if we can get ourselves some streets created. Oh, look, it's got a little thin kind of path there because of the way the bits all sort of intersect. That's quite fun. Right, okay. So we'll have a bit here. So we'll have some water in the middle, I think. And if we move over this way, can we sort of click down here, make ourselves like a space over this area. Again, nice tiling patterns appearing, and the lovely little bits are sort of dropping into the sea and stuff. It's very good. Okay, so let's do this. So then I think we're going to get another row in like this. Right, let's get another 2 in. So drop that in. It was a star-shaped piece. Looks very pretty. Right, so that like that. And then we'll try and get some streets in. Can we see if that's even possible? So let's get ourselves, I don't know, red. I don't think we've got many red buildings yet. So can we have a bit of red there, and red there, and red there, and red there, and red there? So yeah, the red cottages going that way. And then let's have that colour there. So can we do this? Is that going to create any bunting? Oh, come on, put up a bit of bunting. No, but it has created a lovely little street. Look at that. There's a street with benches and people can just go and sit. They can just go and sit on the benches and just relax. There you go. A nice little street there. Can we figure out how that bunting appeared? Can we figure out how the bunting actually dropped into existence? Let's have a play over here, possibly. Now, was it just that we had 2 tall buildings? Oh, let's pick one of those. So a building there and a building there. And then a green building here and there. Is that enough for bunting? That's not enough for bunting. I'm saddened by the lack of bunting going on. Hang on, can we create another thing there? Okay, that looks good. Again, that little way for people to get on, even though there's no people. But, you know, in the narrative, people can pull up a boat here and get on. Or they could go down to this little beach area. Go and, you know, make sandcastles and stuff. That'll be nice. Yeah, I want to figure out how we did the bunting, because that was really nice. And this has to be between buildings of the same colour, possibly. Let's give that a go, shall we? Let's have that blue. So we'll have blue there. And we'll have blue there. And we'll pop a blue bit there and a blue bit there. No. Still no bunting. No bunting has appeared. What if we build that up like that? And it's a nice corner house. It's a lovely corner house. Can we build it up a bit higher? Yeah, there we go. Right, so they're a bit bigger. Okay, still no bunting. I'm now determined. That's going to be it. That's going to be it. The case of the bunting. Now, we must get bunting back. I feel a bit sad that I changed that and we lost it. But yeah, I like this. It's just very, very sort of, you know, you can just fiddle about and just have a play and just, you know, click things and change things about and see what happens. And, you know, there's no rules. There's no strict rules. You don't have to do something. You don't have to have so many buildings of this colour or so many buildings that are that high or whatever. You can just sort of get on and just build some stuff however you like. Let's build out the back then over here. Let's see if we can get ourselves, move that back out that way. Let's see if we can get ourselves an area over this way. We'll build that out a little bit. Oh, hello, a house has appeared. Right, there you go. Well, we've plopped a little house down. Hello, house, with your tree outside. Very nice. So we'll drop that in like that. So we've got another little courtyard area just here. Can we actually figure out how to get the bunting back? I mean, is it on because I've got different angles to the thing? No. But again, that looks very nice. And again, we've got little binocular type things that have appeared there, which is very good. If we pop that onto there, we can make that a bit bigger as well. There we go. That looks nice. What's that? What's that? I'm not quite sure what that is. What is that? Is that like a beehive or something? Is it a beehive or some sort of slightly obtusely placed chest of drawers? I'm not entirely sure what that is. Is either a beehive or a filing cabinet? I'm not 100% sure. But there we go. We've got a thing out there. Yeah, you have to go through the purple building to get to this currently. Or I suppose you could pull up over here. Let's see if we can create a nice archway type thing. Can we create an archway type thing? If we do that and then create a bit that's going to go there. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. Oh, that looks very nice. I like that. And then let's connect that up and we'll lose that nice bit. Yes. A lovely archway type arrangement. Oh, that looks really good. I do like that. Right, can we build that out like that and connect that up? Oh, yes. It's like a sort of like a stable yard or something like that. Right, hang on. Now we need to connect up more bits. We need to connect that to there. That's now linking into that building quite nicely. I feel like we need to connect this bit and that bit as well. Yes. Look at that. Yeah, I like that. Got a little sort of bit there. You can go under. Maybe if it's pouring with rain, you can go under here. You can go under here and hide. Well, there's no tables or anything under there. But, okay, fine. Right, can we get things back on the top here? Let's have, what's that, like a mint green. Let's have just a row of lovely mint green. And then maybe a bit there as well. So some mint green across that side as well. There we go. So you can just live over there if you want to. Maybe we should try and make a big courtyard area. Maybe we should make ourselves a big courtyard area. Maybe over... Where should we put that? Over here. Why not over here? We'll just sort of open this bit up a little bit. And then we'll connect that bit as well. We'll lose the little viewing binocular things, but that's fine. So if we just make ourselves a load of sort of ground here, which we can build on. And we'll make a little courtyard. We'll make a courtyard and we'll see what happens if we build buildings and kind of, have a gap, space in the middle. What happens then? Does special stuff appear? I do not know. Let us find out. So we'll just build some more floor. We'll have a bit in there, thank you. And a bit there. And yeah, like that, I think. We'll fill that bit in as well. Okay, what colour shall we have? I don't know, pink. Is it sort of like a hot pink? Yeah, okay, it's a nice pink. It's not a hot pink, but Joe, it'll do. It'll do. It's a nice pink. So if we build around the edge of this and leave a gap in the middle, does that do anything special? So if we just say, yeah, there we go. You come in this way. Right, you have to go in through the doors. Does it do anything? So let's just build a layer of pink sort of housing around here, like so. Oh, it turns it into a little sort of grassy area with little daisies and things. Oh, that's adorable. That's brilliant. Do you know what? We might leave that bit there. I like the fact there's this little bit here where you can have a little tour around the pink building, and then you can just sort of go and have a look through the binoculars over here and look out at all of the... I mean, yeah, you're looking out over the nothingness. That's fine, though. I'm sure they can turn around. You can look at something else. And again, a little post box over here. You can get down and play on the beach if you so want, and over there as well. So yeah, there we go. And it creates a little sort of inside... sort of courtyardy kind of area, which is also very, very pretty. I like that. I'd like it if there's more things in here. You know, some tables and chairs or something like that. Maybe a little sort of table with a parasol or something. But yeah, there we go. So now I'm thinking how high... Oh, there's loads of birds on those high up bits. How high can we build? How high can this go? But hang on, before we even start doing that, if we just go back and just have a look, how pretty is that? If we move the camera into a decent place, look at that. We've got ourselves a little sort of courtyardy area over there with, you know, nice sort of grassy sort of park. We've got this bit here where you can go through the purple building and out into that sort of covered bit over there. There's the streets that bend out that way, which is very lovely. We've got the sort of the pointy buildings with the pointy roofs over there. Just this one little pink house over here, which I like to think is some sort of like gatehouse, if that's where people are going to arrive. And this is all just created just by clicking with different sort of coloured building blocks. It's just very, very pretty, and it's very calming and very relaxing. I mean, this is the perfect game if you just had some very sort of, you know, very relaxing music or something. You just pop that on in the background, and then you just play this, and you just while away the hours just building a little kind of place out in the sea. Let's see what we can do. Can we get things going a bit higher? Like, how high can we actually build this? Let's carry on with that. Was it that yellow? Was it that yellow? No, I think it might have been the other yellow. So we'll have a little... Yeah, look, there's a transitional yellow bit there. That's fine. That's okay. How high can we get this? Does it go up forever? I'm not entirely sure. Or is there a height limit to this? I'm not 100% sure. It looks like there is no limit. Or if there is a limit, it's certainly a generous one. Yeah. Okay, right. You can build a gigantic sky tower if you want to. That's massive. That is huge. And then we could just, yeah, double it up if we want to, just by adding more things. There we go. Just build a bit more. Can we build like that? I mean, yeah, okay, right. So there's no sort of height restrictions. You can build a great big, ludicrous, towering, silly thing. Okay, Anna, look, that's created like an upper floor. Hang on a minute. Hang on. And there we go. If we zoom in a little bit, that's very nice as well. Like a nice sort of upper floor area with the star-shaped piece just there. Yeah, okay. I like that. My challenge is to now figure out how to get the bunting back. I feel like I shouldn't have ever changed whatever it was. That bit over there, was it? Or this bit over here, where the bunting was. I feel sad that our place does not have a single scrap of the bunting anywhere. Let's see if I can figure out how to get bunting back in. Like, I don't know if there's a specific placement of things or if there's something that you're supposed to do. I'd love to get some bunting back in. How about we get some more? Let's get some more streets over here. Get some more little sort of streets. So we'll just place a load of ground again. It's fine. We'll just sort of have it running parallel to the fancy pink sort of yard area over there. So we bring this back that way. There we go. So yeah, just create lots of floor, lots of ground, please. Flooring required. Yeah, we'll fill in the holes. So there we go. Create these spaces. And of course, as we're clicking, we are clicking on the sort of the connecting bits on the grid. So where the markers, where the little squares actually meet, that is where we're building things. But yeah, the grid makes it look a little bit too sort of, you know, sort of hard worky. So we'll take the grid off. I prefer just sort of clicking around, just mucking about, just see what the game does. Oh no, hang on, obliterate that house. You can just remove things if you like. Just right click them, I think, just annihilates things from existence. So yeah, let's go over here and we'll just see if we can get ourselves a couple more streets. A couple of little more sort of nice island terraces going on. So, yeah, there we go. That'll do. That's actually, we're getting into a weird shape at the end of there. But there we go. I like that. Like, there you go, like that. So it's not an exact kind of, it's not a lovely sort of straight line or anything. Let's get a row of, let's get some Geek Cupboard corporate streets going on. So we'll have these ones at the end. They can be, in fact, you know what? It's more that colour, isn't it? Yeah, it's more that colour than that colour. That's fine. Right, so we'll have that and that like that. That's okay. And then we'll have another row kind of going here like so. That's very pretty. And then we'll have, hang on, let's have another one at the end there like that. And let's bring that one round like that. And then we'll have the yellow. So the yellow can start there. And then maybe it could, hang on a minute, can we bring it round like that? Yes. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. So they're not quite connecting up. They're not meeting up. It's got these little streets coming along. And then let's get ourselves, I don't know, white building over here because why the heck not? There we go. A little single sort of white cottage type thing just there. That's quite nice. In fact, can we just drop that one in there? There we go. That's very nice. On the end of these, can we make a raised sort of bit? That'd be quite good. There you go. Yay! Oh, please, can you connect them up with bunting? That would be the best thing. No bunting. Sad times. Okay, yeah, raise that bit up, and then yeah, we'll make that a bit taller as well because why the heck not? There we go. Some nice raised bits as well. That's very good. That looks very, very pretty. I like the little house at the end there. I'd live in this one. I'd live in that one. I think that's quite a nice place. You've got a little courtyard to go out into and all that kind of stuff. Okay, there you go. So you can just click around and make many, many things. So I was thinking, should we actually try and make something? Because yes, as we sort of touched upon, there's no goals. There's no goals. You don't have to do anything. You could just build a massive flat thing with individual sort of houses in. You don't have to build it in any particular way, shape or form. You can just do whatever you like. But I was thinking, should we try and do something? Should we try and build something in the game to make it look like a little sort of city, town, island settlement thing, but also with a bit of a goal as to what it could look like in the end? And yeah, I think what we might do is, given that we've got the colours, they've got quite a generous sort of array of colours on the colour palette here, I think it might be worth trying as best we can. And obviously, as we've seen, it's not an exact grid. There are bits which go into slightly obscure shapes and stuff. So, but I think it might be worth trying to recreate the Geek Cupboard logo, like the TGC bit, and possibly the door icon. This is the sort of very yellowy door. It might be worth just giving that a go and just seeing if we can make that in Townscaper, because that just sounds like a sort of a fun thing to do. So I think we'll give that a little try. Okay, so we've got ourselves a nice new empty bit of ocean for us to build on. And I initially thought that what we do is, if we put the grid on to help us see things a bit better, I did initially think that we just build it and then look top down upon the TGC logo. But I don't think that's going to work. I don't think that's going to fly because we can't do that because the roofs will all be the same colour, more or less. So we won't be able to see the blues and the yellows and anything else. It will just look a bit weird. So we're going to have to try and build it so it goes upwards. So it's going to be kind of like a two-dimensional logo town. I'm not entirely sure this is plausible and if it's going to work at all. But let's just give it a go, shall we? So we need to get ourselves a kind of hexagon shape, I think. So the TGC logo is the yellow for the actual letters and then two shades of blue. There's a darker shade of blue for the inside of the hexagon and then a kind of lighter shade of blue for the edge of the hexagon. So we're going to need to try and figure out where that can get actually sort of put into place. So let's have a look here. So we've got that blue selected. So there is a bottom point, if you like, of the hexagon. So that'll have to be the bottom point. So there we go. So the bottom point of the hexagon is there. And then we're going to have to kind of spiral off of this a little bit. So, right, so like that. And then build up and up. And then build a bit like this. I mean, is this looking okay? And then if we had a blue bit there we go. And then we could put a blue bit there and there and there. So what I'm thinking is that's going to have to build up. So we're going to have to face that. We can't zoom out anymore right now due to the scale of what we've got. But yeah, that's kind of the bottom of the outline of the hexagon. And we're going to have to try and build this as best we can. I'm not entirely sure this is going to look anything like what I sort of had in mind. But we'll give it a go. We'll give it a jolly good go. So we need to build these bits up around the edge. So we'll just sort of keep doing this, look. I love the way it just plops into existence. It's wonderful. So there we go. And we'll just sort of keep building this thing up and up and up. Maybe we'll add two bits there. Yeah, that's looking okay. That's looking okay. That's looking better than I thought it would, if I'm completely honest. Right, and then out and then up. And then how about one that goes out and then up? Okay, that's looking good. I'm just wondering how we can get like T, G, and C in there. I think we might need a few more sort of bits to go along the side just to make it a tiny bit wider. So we'll keep it symmetrical because it is. Right, we'll have another bit like that. Then another bit coming out and plop that onto top. Okay, right, there we go. And then we can start filling some of this in with the sort of the blue, the darker blue. Hang on, we could get the sides in, couldn't we? We could build those bits up. So the sides of the hexagon is nice and straightforward. Yay for the straightforward side bit. There we go. So if we just plop those into existence. Oh, I didn't count how high they were. Hang on. Does that look about the same height? Yeah, more or less. It looks more or less the same height. So then we're going to have to build all of the, maybe up to about here. It's just going to be blue. It's just going to be blue bits. And yeah, it's not exactly the corporate. It's not exactly the corporate blue. But oops, but it will do the job. It will do the job quite nicely. We're disturbing lots of birds. Sorry, birds. Apologies. We're putting a gigantic big TGC logo in the sea for some reason. I don't know why. Because we can. Okay, and then we'll just build across the top of here. And then we need to look at actually getting the letters in place. So drop all those things in. There we go. That looks quite nice. I like that. That looks good. Is there a little gap? I think there might be a little gap. There is. There's a tiny little sort of outside area there. Oh, that's good. Okay, and now we need the yellow, which I think is more sort of that colour. So maybe now... So the T is first. So the T should be okay. We can do a T. The T is going to be fine. If we just go like that and then go boop on the outside and then one there. So there's a T. I'm a little bit concerned if we make that bigger, we won't be able to fit the G and the C in. The C is going to be a bit trickier. Hang on a minute. So do we need to do a bit like that? And then we can have ourselves the yellow kind of going like that. This is very silly. And then coming in like that. And then, hang on, then turn it around like that. And then go up, up, up. How high is the T? Hang on, one more on the top there, I think. One more on there. And then bring that out like that. Oh, no, hang on. And one over, and one over. And then can we put one underneath? Can we fit that in underneath? Okay, so there's a C. Right, and now we need to do a G, which is a slightly more trickier prospect, but we'll give it a go. So we can't really connect those up together. So we'll have that there. And then we'll get ourselves the nice yellow bit again. So, oh, no, not there. Drop that onto there. Right, bring that round like this. This is far harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to make a pretty logo, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll get it done. So then we can bring that up. It's going to look a bit like that one, I suppose. But it's going to have a bar going kind of up from here, if we can do that. So a bit like that. Is that bunting? Tell me that's some bunting. Oh no, it's like a clothesline. It's like a little clothesline that's appeared. Okay, that's very good. Okay, right, we've got clotheslines. That's good. I like that. So there we go. So that can be the cross bit going across the G. Oh, is that going to be a bit too... Is that going to be too high up? I think that might be too high up. Oh no, we have to lose the... Oh no, we don't need to lose the thing. We don't need to lose the clothesline. Yay! Okay, and then one like that, and then up to the top, and bring that over. Okay, that looks all right. And we can now, because we've got a bit of extra room, make the T a bit bigger. Okay, there we go. And there's nothing wrong with making T a bit bigger. T is always required to be massive. Okay, so we've got that in. So now we need to fill it all in. I feel like we probably shouldn't fill it in because we'll miss out on all the little details. It would just be a big block like this. But Joe, that's what we're doing. We're making the logo. So, I mean, this could take a little while to fill all of these bits in. It's going to take a little while to go through and fill all the gaps in. So I'll just crack on with that now. I'll try and do it right. So we'll fill in all of the gaps. Okay, most of the gaps are nearly filled. I'm a little bit loath to fill these gaps in over here. We're going to have to make it complete. But look, there's washing on some of the washing lines as well. And it's all sort of different. It's all different colours and things. That's a very nice touch. I do like that. I mean, how they get that in, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, is there a special pulley system on the end of the washing line that means you can sort of haul the washing in? Otherwise, that's a very dangerous dangle out of your window to try and get your pants at the end of here. Okay, fine. Well, there we go. Right, let's commence filling this in also. Okay, so there we go. So we've got that bit done. And then I think we just need to kind of carry on. We need another bit like that, I suppose. We need another row across the top there where there's nothing going on at all. So just a nice row across the top just to sort of make that look nice and complete. There we go. And then we just sort of need to kind of mimic that we've done already. So yeah, so that needs to go. I mean, how high was that? How high was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 6. So one. Hang on, that's already one high there, though, isn't it? So 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's then going to be the top of the hexagon. And then we just kind of need to sort of fill that in, kind of going over as it would have, you know, sort of mimics this bottom bit here, more or less. I think we might do another bit like that. I think that looks a bit better now. Okay, right. And then we're just going to try and rebuild the sort of the hexagon bit that we had before, if we can, if this is going to work. Which, yeah, I'm not holding my breath, I'll be honest, but there we go. Right, so 2 bits there, and a bit up, and then a bit across, another bit up, and a bit up. Do you know what? It's looking all right. It's looking okay. I mean, yeah, the top might be a little bit taller than the bottom bit, but that's fine. We can live with that. That's okay. Given that we're building it, oh no, yeah, we're building a city out of this. That's probably fine. Right, so there we go. Drop those bits in, and a bit there, and a bit across the top. And then we'll connect. That bit can be 2 like that. We'll bring 2 in like that. 1 there, 1 there. And yeah, it was going to be 1 and 1. I like the way it's connected to that. Oh, there's a little roof garden thing. That's nice. And then it's going to have to be like that, I think. So yeah, I think the top is a bit bigger than the bottom bit, but that's fine. I can cope with that. I can absolutely cope with that. That is okay. And then we just need to fill the rest in. Or can I cope with that? Am I all right with that? I think that's a bit too high. It's a bit... Yeah, hang on a minute. Hang on. If we look at that, it's a little bit too high, isn't it? I think it needs to start going out across here. Yeah, we need to knock that down a couple. Okay, right. Do you know what? Edit undo, because if we're going to do it, we're going to do it properly. So yeah, we'll start going outwards here. We'll start moving across here rather than moving it up too much. So there we go. Right. Okay. Edit undo. Edit undo. There we go. That looks a lot better. I think this is going to be far better than what we did have. So let's just move the camera in a little bit. So yeah, we'll drop a bit onto the top of there. And then I think we'll just complete that bit like that. And there, and across the top like so. Hurrah! And there's a lovely little sort of arched bit there, which is very nice. We will fill that in, however. Okay, and then it's just a case of filling in the rest of these bits. And then I think we will have made ourselves a Geek Cupboard logo, but in Townscaper. Which, yeah, it wasn't something I was planning to do, but the idea sort of popped into my head, and I thought, you know what, yeah, why not? Let's see if we can do that. So yeah, it's going to be an odd town to live in. But yeah, it's fine. It's okay. So yeah, we have to fill in all these different bits and bobs. Keep clicking on these. I still like how the little bits appear and drop down. I think it's full of lots of nice little neat sort of touches. So hang on, we're nearly done. If we just do this, the last bits go in, and there we go. So now we just need to zoom out and then just see how it looks. Yes. Oh, that's brilliant. I do like that. I mean, if we had to sort of change it, I probably would make it 1 lower again so it would cut straight up. But that is very good. I do like that. The Geek Cupboard logo has been recreated in Townscaper, and so you can live in the logo. And I mean, there's a lot of housing space in here. There's a lot of rooms. There's an awful lot going on. What does it look like across the other side? Yeah, it just looks the same, but yeah, backwards, obviously. But there we go. Oh, I like that. That looks very, very good. I'm impressed with that. I'm surprised that it worked, actually. And then we could, if we wanted to, I mean, yeah, if you stuck out, what would happen if you put a bit there? Yeah, you kind of ruin the thing there with the colours and stuff because they have to have the support legs in. Let's just leave it like that, shall we? Let's just leave it like that. I mean, there's still no bunting. I wish there was some bunting. I wish I knew how to get bunting into the game. Can we just put a bit across the top and see if some bunting appears in between these 2 bits? Give me some bunting, please. Will nobody give me bunting? Bunting! The bunting has appeared! Oh, it's a joyous day. Is it bunting or is it washing line? Joe, what? I'm not bothered. Whatever that is, we'll keep it. I'm going to say it's bunting. Yeah, it doesn't look like washing line. It doesn't look like washing line. Then they're not underpants. They're lovely bits of bunting. Yes. Okay, there we go. Right. We're keeping that. Oh, no, we're not keeping that, though. There we go. I mean, that doesn't match across the top. That's not how the rest of the logo goes. But we're keeping that just because there's bunting. I got the bunting in. Hooray. Well, there we go. That is a lot of fun. That is a lot of fun. And of course, I mean, I messed around doing this. You could do all sorts of things with this. You could just do whatever you want to. You can make big buildings, small buildings, massive sprawling towns. You make things with loads and loads of little sort of alleyways and things. And yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. Your creativity can just come out. You can make things in different shapes. You could build 3D shaped things if you wanted to. I mean, yeah, this is obviously very much 2D, a sort of flat thing, but you could build 3D kind of if that's what you wanted to sort of spend your time doing. It's just a wonderful little thing. It's such a simple idea, but I love the way it just connects things together. I just think the way that it connects little bits and bobs together is just very, very wonderful indeed. So, but there we go. We've made our own logo, which is splendid, and I'm very impressed. We got the bunting in at the end, which I'm absolutely delighted by, because I do love a bit of the bunting. So there we go. So that was Townscaper. And that, I mean, I've sort of been, keeping my eye on it for a little while. I've just been watching it, it's been in development for a little while, and I've been looking, and they've been posting bits on Twitter, and I've been thinking, that looks really pretty. I can't wait to play that. And now I've had a go. I mean, I should be just, having fun with this a little bit more and clicking and building little towns and things. Because, it is just very calming. It's just very calming. It's very lovely. It is very enjoyable. No pressure. Do what you like. It's wonderful. It's a very, very wonderful little game, experiment, toy. It kind of calls itself a toy on the Steam store page. Whatever it is, it's really, really good, and I love it. I think it is a wonderful, wonderful thing, and I'm very happy that such a thing exists. But there we go. So we'll finish up for now, because, we've built a little town with courtyards and things. Let's go and find our town, actually. So, we can open... Where was it? Where is our town? Where was it? That one. That was our town. So we built our town. There we go. So we built our little town with our sort of pointy bit there and courtyards and all that kind of stuff and little streets. And then, of course, we built the logo as well. So, we've had a good play with this. And, if this looks like your sort of thing, if you just want a nice relaxing sort of builder which makes the prettiest little colourful towns that you could ever want to see, then Townscaper is probably very, very much worth having a look at, because it's a lot of fun and it's very, very enjoyable to play. But we shall indeed finish up for the moment. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please, But we shall finish up for the moment. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. I mean, I know there's not that much kind of content to go with this. It's just clicking and then buildings appear. But, hopefully you have enjoyed looking at the game and sort of seeing what it's about and all the different bits and bobs. If you have, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other nonsense and shenanigans that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Let's follow Matt Spence, aka Duke Nukem, as he chases after a dirty villain. There are a lot of angry people still. I don't know why. Never ever employ him, he's terrible. This place is full of rats. Timothy Robles with your kind of crazy eyes. You have tea leaves in for one of my shops.